It's again showing some... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's that? What's happening now? Uh-oh, hold on. Why does it say it's offline? Whoa, what's going on in my backpack? Hold on a second. I lost a bunch of connections. Was there a glitch in the Matrix? I don't think so, but yeah, something weird just happened. Okay, it's kind of wait. It happened again. Oh, there's some weird stuff going on in my backpack. I think it doesn't seem to be affecting the stream, but every once in a while, a connection's dropping out. I don't know why. This wasn't happening during my testing yesterday. This is very strange. Let me try to save a log with that, actually, while I'm here. Hold on. It's cold, too. Let's see. The way I could save a log, I think, I have to connect via Wi-Fi. Oh, it's not even on right now for some reason. Or is it? No, it is. Wi-Fi should be on, but it's also not showing up. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it keeps dropping a connection every once in a while. I wonder why. Like hotspots are just disconnecting randomly. This is not the day to dig around in my backpack. It's cold outside. But I guess we gotta figure out what's going on. Because I can't connect to the Wi-Fi on this thing either. Let me at least try to download the Bella box. Oh, I have to stop the encoder. Okay, I'm gonna stop the encoder for a minute, so it's gonna go to the BRB screen. Okay. Nope, I took it off the wrong way. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure everything's working as best as it can. Right now, it's not. And I need to know why. Is it something else going on? Is it this thing? I have to retrust the iPhone, even though it was fine and connected without issues. Okay. Is it a power thing? Because I plugged in a different hub? It's possible, but the hub should not be... Oh yeah, it happened again. It just drops out. It's like, alright, let me try unplugging the hub and see if that does it. It might just be not something I can use with this thing without additional power. So let's do that. I unplugged that hub even though it was working fine. No, it drops out on its own again. Interesting. It's like whenever the iPhone and that other thing is connected, it just wants to drop out. Wonder why. Well, let's keep it unplugged for now and see if maybe it stabilizes. But otherwise I might have to like unplug and replug the power to this thing and just see. Well, it's holding steady right now. Again, you guys aren't noticing it because it's maintaining at least one connection during the drop, but it's doing some funky stuff. No, it happened again. All right, so it's not that. So let me try rebooting Let me try rebooting it. I'm going to try rebooting the entire thing. So I'm going to unplug the power and plug it back in. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I don't know. I just rebooted it. Nope, it's still dropping connections. Alright, well, let me... It was working fine. Yeah, it just keeps dropping them out. I don't know. Let me check if it's another... They're all plugged in okay. I didn't change any settings otherwise, so I don't know what else it could be. Now it says this... I guess let's let it run? Maybe? I don't know. Let me try plugging in one of these things into the... Let me try something. Let me try something. Let me try this. Just to try something different. And see if it does anything different. Excuse me. Sorry you guys have been looking at my backpack this whole time. It does not seem to do anything different, and it does not... Actually, it seems to have made things worse. Interesting. I wonder what's up. Oh yeah, it's not even charging through that one. That thing probably does not have enough power. Okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. Good to know. Okay. Fine. Just plug it back in here. Okay. Interesting. And now it doesn't want to do anything. Okay. Alright. Okay, we're just gonna move, I think. Because otherwise I'll be standing here all day. I don't know what's going on in there, but I want to be mindful of everyone's time, including my own. Alright. Now I'm really behind on everything. So, and my hands are cold. It's kind of cold outside. I have to get my backpack strap back on. Okay. It's so interesting that when you test, even if you test indoors, it's such a different set of variables for some reason. And just, you know, you don't know, the power draw is not going to be the same because service is different. Even if you disable all the Wi-Fi stuff, it's just different. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Hopefully I just fixed the camera angle. Alright. Is it working on all platforms, though, at least? Twitch, YouTube? I'm using a different library thing for the encoder. It's, instead of using MJPEG, it's using some like libUVC. I think it's just a different library for how to grab the video feed from the Pocket on Linux, I think. As a non-expert. I might just have to scrub everything and just go to the bottom. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a collective hello. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It's cold outside, and we started off with some tech fun. Not fun for anyone, actually, but let's look at it positively, and let's not call the police just yet. Oh yeah, now the connections are holding, so maybe it was that little. I got this pretty cool looking Cable Matters hub, but I think it draws too much power without an external power source, I think, just being plugged in. So that might be what did it. I'll send the logs over to Rational to see if it was that or something else. Yeah, because all I really need is to add another USB-C port, and I already have something like that. Sure, is this 37? All right, let's go west. So I'm gonna have to say hello to everyone all at once. The camera points to the right because of some weird thing on my neck. I ordered a new neck mount. This one I think is from Taliesin or something is the name. I think it's Taliesin. There was also one from Nawir, all these names that I don't know, but I was trying to get the sturdiest looking one because Small Rig doesn't make one. I think DJI might make one, but it looked very similar to the first one I had, where it had the creaky button on the back. The moon is still very bright today and big. All right. Again, good morning to everyone on YouTube and on Twitch and Kick and Rumble. Apologies for the delay and the lack of individualized hellos. I've done it to myself, and by extension, I've done it to you. But good morning. We gotta pick up the pace now that we lost a few minutes. The house just has some lights on here, but sometimes they are the ones that do politically driven decorations. I don't know what the next big one's gonna be, but for now, it's just lights. Harsh Warden on Twitch, thanks for the follow. Made it over from YouTube. I need new dongles. Yes, hello and good morning. Shall we play in Bagels and Walk, Sean? Yes. We should do it before he's here to deny the accusations. Roman Veld on Twitch, good morning. From the other side of the Atlantic, across the pond, as some say. Though I think when you say across the pond, you're specifically referring to or from the UK. Thoughts on that? RJ, hello. Sally, yeah. I don't know. Is there a 1080p option when there's a 1440p option on Twitch right now? I've noticed that when I try to enable 4K for a lot of people on Twitch, it goes straight from 4K down to 720 or something crazy like that. And I think it's because I'm not a partner on Twitch, so I have less encoding flexibility. They don't want to give my stream extra power to do that. if it's not partnered. Ah, you're in Portugal, got it. Yeah, 720p is next. See, that's what I figured, Asali. I think others who are partnered and stream in higher resolutions than 1080 have more. I don't know why that guy was beeping. Have more of those options. And I think that's my theory. That if you're partnered, you have more transcoding dedicated to your stream. So you have more options. Across the pond has been used to go from Michigan to Chicago. Interesting. I didn't know we had an intra-United States version of that. I guess it makes sense. It probably makes more sense than going across the pond, across the Atlantic, but I've only ever heard it refer to the Atlantic. GPT's still dead. Let's see, I'll start saying some good mornings now that I've given up on catching up. Dark Clouds on Twitch. I think I saw RJ, Sherry, Frank, the Tank. Stitch is a glitch. I like that name. Moon is here. The Crab. How long is it going to take to get to work? Well, I don't know anymore. Usually we make them about an hour and 15 minutes where possible, but I think Wednesdays actually ends up being a little longer. It might be a little longer today, especially because of the delay that I've created for myself by digging around in my bag. From a peninsula to a solid non-peninsula? Well, does that matter if it's just across a body of water? I don't think any of that matters if that's all you're saying, but it's just a saying too, because the Great Lake you're crossing isn't a pond either. Although I don't know the exact definition of a pond versus a lake. I'm assuming it's partially the size, though there may be other parameters that need to be met to specifically give each the definition. Now we're getting weird. We're only walking. Yeah, Harsh on Twitch reminding folks that we're on both platforms. There's a Schwartzman building of the New York Public Library. It's the famous one you always see and hear about with the lions in the front. I bumped the bitrate slightly higher. It doesn't affect Twitch because Twitch is limiting me to 8,000 kilobits per second. I think also until you unlock partner. But we'll see. We gotta maintain that average viewership on Twitch of 75 though, otherwise they're gonna decline my application again. Oh well. Oh boy, Justin, that sounds like a concoction and many things all at once. A pond is a small lake, often man-made. See, but that's not very specific either. Often man-made, but not always. And what is a small lake? How small is small? You know? A lot of these little things. Ponds of ducks, lake of geese? I don't know. I think we got both in Central Park. Sheila, good morning. Although in Central Park we have a pond called a lake and a lake called a lake and a pond called a pool and a mere. Michael, doing all right? How are you? It's green. morning. That guy's running in some pretty cold weather, but I guess as long as he keeps moving, he'll be all right. Molly, good morning. Dark space work nearby. A small lake is a puddle. Oh boy. Miami. Good morning. Sorry if I haven't wrapped my head around your name yet. Okay, we're gonna get diverted through this pedestrian walkway tunnel thing, but it's gonna slow us down a little bit, I'm sure. That's what it's gonna look like. It's actually pretty legit. They have to like tap in and go through a revolving door. Frank the Tank says Lake Superior is the greatest Great Lake. I guess that's subjective. What's the largest Great Lake? I feel like that's something I should know. Michael Dennis, good morning. Reggae Joe in the thick of it. I don't even hear it refer to any of that anymore. I just assume anything that's shipped nowadays goes over any sort of transit, airplane, ships, ground. Though I imagine it all dates back to actual shipping when things got shipped across the sea. Superior is the biggest. Well, superior also could mean the best, but it doesn't necessarily mean the biggest. They should just name them by the size. Lake largest, lake second largest, lake third largest, lake fourth largest, and lake smallest. Or, reconfigure it. All the shops here are gone. These weren't permanent holiday shops, just a temporary row of them. The Diamond District behind this empty lot. Elise, hello. I guess between the two, I'm technically more of an office guy. Lake Erie is the creepiest. Nice, Ambrose, nice. Lots of storm chasers streaming from the Great Lakes. The lake effect. Septic Topics always tells us about the lake effect. No! Why are all these cars here? I have to wait to cross the street. I refuse. I refuse to wait. Is congestion pricing slowing down? I don't know what red note is, so I guess not. I never said hello to Cat Yellow. Nicolas Noveira, good morning. Superior could also mean the highest. When something is superior or inferior in terms of anatomy, it means if it's positioned higher or lower when you're looking at the body in the anatomic position, which is a very specific position. It's pretty much like looking at Da Vinci's model, or whatever that was. Jaywalking is officially not even illegal here. I guess it technically was. There was a question about it because nobody was really sure. But technically it was illegal. Now jaywalking is not. So there's never any further reason to ever bring it up. I think it depends on it's by location, Leonard. The Great Lakes are a cluster of big lakes, right? So if they want to identify them between themselves, then they could do that. If you're now including every single body of water, which I wasn't, then you're not going to make it. But humans have this need to just name everything, too. So regardless of what it is, someone's going to name it. I just explained that, Leonard, didn't I? About Superior. So is it also the northernmost lake? Again, I don't know. I specifically try not to remember the geography of that region to upset people in Chicago. It's a very specific thing I do. Norella's here. Good morning. Barbara Sturm is, I don't know if there's any evidence behind overpriced skin products. It is the most northern. Got it. No, this is on a loop. I'm looping right now, HC. I don't like a lot of those channels that do that. It's just misleading. I think it hurts this specific theme of channels too. I don't know if reporting those even does anything, but probably not. I think they said they were going to have a bit more scrutiny over misleading content like that, but I have no idea if or when that's ever going to happen. Well, is the sea implied to be salty? Is that one of the parameters necessary for a sea to be a sea? The East River's technically salty, but then I guess it's not technically a river, but an estuary or something. I think it had a more specific name based on what somebody once said. Yeah, I don't know what that's stirred by. It sounds like somebody maybe with too many degrees who sold out for money on non-evidence-based skincare. Happy good morning. I might have missed it. I'm behind again. What else is new? Like Joe's never seen it until now. Ooh, it's gonna be a tight squeeze. My mommy says I'm walking fast. You're pregnant. If you walk at this pace, you pass out. Well, I do keep a fast pace. my understanding about pregnancy and intensity of workout is if you always exercise at a high level, you can maintain that during pregnancy throughout it. But you shouldn't try to ramp up exercise beyond your like baseline activity levels. You probably need to verify all that with an OB, but you know, this is what I remember. Why don't I drive my car? Well, to drive my car, I would have to have a my car. And I don't have one of those. Can anything be northern if the world is flat? I guess we'd have to rearrange our directions. Because is it flat like this? Or is it flat vertically and up and down or different than what we think? Yes. Well, this is all pretty wonderful. I feel like oh, they're all turning. Okay, I'm gonna go. Grand Army Plaza South still under renovation, refurbishment. They'll be back hopefully by the end of the year, but we'll see. All right, I have to catch up again. I'm all the way down now. Kevin resumed posture check. Thank you. I needed that. When the unboxing Louis Vuitton store, who knows? They should just keep it up that way. I think it looks better than a regular building facade. Whew. Elsie, good morning. Nomad, yo. It's flat and hollow. It's an interesting combination. The Earth is a big beach ball. What came first, the beach ball or the Earth? Also, I believe the Earth is not a perfect sphere either. It's slightly ovaled. Call the police. All right, it's getting a little brighter as we get into the park at this time. Well, I'm late today, so there's that. All right, so it looks like my connections are stable now. However, I'm a little upset about my little dongle not being very effective here. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, it's New York, Reggae Joe. A lot of people walk, if not most. Jeff, good morning. Jay Bear sitting in some snow in Ohio. Space Dive on Twitch, good morning. We are in Central Park, yes. It's cold today, right? What has that been saying? Can continue. Happy hump day. Well, happy hump day to you, but I think I'm on day 10 of work now. So my hump was technically right between Saturday and Sunday. So I got a good combination of fatigue, delirium, and probably too much caffeine, but at the same time, not enough if you catch my drift. And David, good morning. 2 degrees in Wisconsin. That's brisk. Poober, yeah, YouTube and notifications are some things that don't mix. I feel like I've gotten more consistent function of notifications if you use the Discord channel that I set up that posts a new post every time a new video or live goes, that's probably the most consistent version. If you set up a notification based on that, that's probably the only one. YouTube is just does whatever it wants, whenever it wants. Oh, we just walked by the Plaza Hotel. That's a Home Alone 2 location. So even though I ordered that surveying backpack with the antenna pole, there's also this backpack by this company called, I had this tab open for a long time now, called Coalax, I think. Coalax. The backpack is the Lancer 300 or 3000, and that thing also comes with a stick, but it's like a rotating selfie pole. It's really supposed to be for like a 3D camera, but ooh, that's the moon. But I wonder if it can support a 2.5 pound Starlink Mini, or if it would be too much on that stick. So I did email them about that. I would like to buy the backpack, or even, highlight it as part of a exchange, but nothing. It's very dark. Is this darker than usual on this stream? I can't tell if using this other library is darker. No, I think this is about the same. That's just how it is. The solution to too much caffeine is more caffeine. Oof, there's a strong urine odor. Might be from the children's petting zoo, which is mostly farm animals. Yeah, when I don't sleep a lot, like if the times that I've not slept in over 24 hours, at some point, the caffeine makes you feel disgusting. I don't know. It's just unfortunately there's no way to replace sleep without sleep. Unfortunately, I do have a Discord. Yeah. Hopefully that link still works. Otherwise, I guess check the description. Only commuters. Yeah, we saw you in the sky move, but somehow you're still in the chat. Do I shower when I get to work? No, I'm not that sweaty. Well, sometimes I get sweaty, but I cool down in front of a fan. Michael Scott Howard enjoys the Starlink Mini. I think it's a great backup internet situation. It could even be a great primary internet situation, depending on where you are. Like if it's gonna be more complicated for the companies to bring out wires to you, it's probably better than traditional satellite connections. Probably. I don't know. Because these days you really only need internet, and you could run everything else off internet. And Norella's telling me Maddie is in the K-pop group. Okay. I got my hat on today too. I saw it was 20-something degrees and was like, I'm not gonna have to mess with that later. Let's just hat up now. Global K-pop. Should it be G-pop then? Robert T, good morning. Starbreaker, Pensacola. I'm walking loud today. Which part of me? The mouth, the body, the footsteps. Reggae Joe with a $2 super chat. Thanks, Reggae Joe, for your support. Glad you're enjoying. Appreciate the donation. Yeah, you would think based on the genre, a K-pop group would be from Korea. What else defines K-pop as K-pop? I don't know. I'm just asking the questions. Emergency vehicle going through Central Park right now. Is it? I can't tell if it just seems darker today. And I don't know if it's related to the encoder I'm using. David Liston and Sunny, hello. Yo, Ange is here. I missed you a second ago. Good morning. We're heading to your neck of the woods today, the Upper West Side. Getting our stroll on through the park and check on the water in the lake. See what's going on over there. Check the temperature. Oh, sniffles are going to be extra loud when I'm in the middle of the park. It's otherwise quiet here, and all I get is... Am I talking? What just happened? My footsteps and my sniffles. I guess that's how he went into his leg lift position. It's the type of song and dance, and they sing in Korean. I mean, I guess is the type of song and dance, apart from being in Korean, any different than like American, boy band, girl groups? Ain't No Lie, Baby Bye Bye Bye. They have a very specific kind of dance. I saw Deadpool. Alright, I wonder what's going to happen under here. Well, let me fix my camera a little bit more. Hopefully my other thing comes back tomorrow. The other neck mount, so I can get rid of this already busted one. Yeah, I saw some drop in temperatures. I guess I thought they were coming this weekend, but it looks like it's coming early next week. All right, you might get a bit rate drop here. Let's see. Apologies in advance. Yep, there it is. That lasted, not too long. It was gray for quite a while, but it came back. Uh-oh. I think there's people walking on the ice. It's too early for the parks people to be out here. Oh, no, they're not. They decided to not do it. Yvette, good morning. Probably that was a Jason Bourne tunnel. There's so many movies that scenes in this area. Yeah, earlier we were talking about the exact parametric parameter differences between lakes and ponds. At what point does a pond become a lake? I'm sure I could look it up. It might have a lot more specific definitions than you would imagine unless you started deep diving in your mind about these things. And then we got on the topic of humans just having an innate need to name things. Just kind of name everything. Like, what's brown and sticky? A stick. We know that already. But what kind of stick? What tree does it come from? Ugh. You name the tree too. Oh, it's frozen. The ice looks thin. I mean, I'm not testing on my foot. It looks at least an inch thick right now, based on like where I see the leaves under the water or under the ice right now. It looks like there's a pretty good layer. Oh, Sally, thanks for the posture check. I need that. Have they ever turned us into an ice skating rink? No, they never will. Maybe if it were like 10 degrees for 2 weeks straight, maybe the park would feel comfortable. The Conservancy group would feel comfortable allowing it, but I still don't think so. I think that will never happen. Bagels and Walk Sean is here. You missed me walking on the ice. No, I didn't do that. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I've been on this lib UVC mode. We had a weird issue in the beginning where hotspots kept dropping out, but I think it's because of that Cable Matters dongle. The other one I was using did not cause that kind of a problem. Just being plugged in, nothing being plugged into it. It was just being plugged into the Velo box that caused weird issues. Or the power, I guess, being redistributed. Probably needs to have a power supply plugged in, but it was working fine when I had it plugged in yesterday. But indoor testing, somehow different. Yeah, it'll never happen. The potential of, even if the chance of somebody falling through the ice is 1 in a million, at that point, they're not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. Plus, there's still a section of unfrozen water over there, it seems, or more recently frozen water. And also, when you get closer to the creek, the water tends to freeze less because it's running. Also, you can see where people tried to throw stuff. There's pretty big pieces of wood just laying out in the middle of there. Everyone's just trying to get something to break the ice. Like a conversation starter. All right. Why not, David? Why not? If I didn't do it, then you wouldn't be here to say hello or ask why I'm doing it. It brought us together when otherwise we would never have met. Yeah, this entire half of the water is unfrozen. And I don't know if it's getting any kind of warmer influx, or if it's just because of the creek, or because the geese things are always in here disturbing the water, or if there's like a pipe that's running somewhere under there. I don't know. But I think it has to do with the creek pouring and running water. It probably has to be much, much colder for a longer time to get this area to freeze. I don't know. Bagels and Walk Sean? How's everyone feeling, Bagels and Walk Sean? Yeah, it's not Minnesota. Yeah. I mean, we did that back in Siberia too. There was a little river that ran behind the apartment building we lived in. And yeah. I also vaguely remember the East River being frozen over like once. I think it very rarely happens, or it could just be my imagination too, but I could have sworn it at least happened in my 30 some odd years in the city. Can anybody verify? Trust but verify. Carl C, good morning. RJ, have a good one. Mr. Masters, never seen NYC this early. Well, actually, I don't know. Look, the water flows in here, then it gets frozen, and then it's all unfrozen again. Again, that's where all the voids are. So, yeah. Oh, in the 19th century they've used it? Well, that makes more sense. They didn't care so much about the liabilities in the 19th century, I guess. Tucker voted for Maddie. Check Narelle's link to vote for her. One more day and Big as a Walk Sean and the family will feel better. Good. Have some lasagna. Lasagna za. Pizza sa. I don't know why I like that SNL skit. I shouldn't, but I do. I do have my hat on today. It's 23 degrees right now, and that meets the criteria that I set arbitrarily for myself, where I need a hat below 30 degrees. It's more for my ears than anything else. My ears feel cold, and you don't want those to get some frostbite or whatever. Nova, I missed you before. Hello, good morning. We are on the way, David. We are on the way. No health and safety in the 19th century. Just do what you want. Oh, let's keep moving. I wasted enough time with the tech stuff. Anyone notice any other difference in video quality using this encoder compared to usual? I changed it to libuvch from mjpeg. It's a newer one in the Bella box. I should retry the Cable Matters plug with an external power source, but I feel like I don't need to right now, and I think that's only going to drain my batteries faster. So let's not do that. Okay. It looks more HD. Interesting. Or nice and clear as usual. Well, I also increased the bitrate a little bit coming out of the Bella box. It only probably affects YouTube because Twitch limits to 8,000, at least for non-partners. But we need more average viewers on Twitch to maintain the ability to apply a partnership. Come back, Twitch viewers, where have you gone? I got flip-flops on. It's probably the cold temperatures and just making the rubber sound louder because I don't know if it's harder. I'm just making stuff up. I am going the long way, yes. We could have avoided the park. We could have just gone around, but why not? We have this here for us. It's our escape from the city, in the city. If it is going to drop to single digits next week, I wonder if we'll see any more freezing of this water on next Wednesday, but let's see. Central Park was featured in Home Alone. I don't know how much of it was actually filmed here. I'm sure some scenes were, but maybe some others were not. But, yeah. A lot of people are saying the quality is good. What's the point of being an average viewer? That's true. No, you, you individually are not average viewers, but the number of viewers needs to be above 75. consistently. Okay, I need to fix that in my mouth and pharynx. There we go. Sounds a little better. Should have muted that. That's my bad. That's on me. Remember when Roosevelt was in front of the Natural History Museum and they boxed him up, sent him away? American Museum of Natural History is right there. Oh, I should cross now. Well, there's no bikes. Good. They are doing construction here very early. They are committed to getting this done. Uh-oh. Why did Bell Box claim drive? No, it's fine. Okay, good. Deborah, good morning. RZ, hi. Rebel Rel, good morning. Is it average or mean? Is there a specific scientific or mathematical difference between average and mean? As a scientist yourself. Oh, is that from The Prisoner? I am not a number, I'm a free man. There are some people with the last name Freeman. The forest scene in Goodfellas, it's supposed to be filmed in Florida, was filmed in Central Park, you heard? I wouldn't know about that off the top of my head. In 2015, the Easter froze over? It happened as recent as 2015? Huh. I don't remember that one. Interesting. Photo Spaceman on Twitch, good morning. Spread the word, get our Twitch numbers up. Go, go, go. Hal's not average, but can be mean. That's funny. Is Half-Life 3 any closer to being a possibility? Bobby A, good morning. Those are all a long time ago, Habichuela. Long time ago. Mojave enjoyed figuring out half-lives in nuclear chemistry. It's a fun game. I also enjoyed the the lore in it, because there's like some weird parts. It had aliens, which I like. It had a weird government man, the G-Man, which we never got the full story about. That's the Museum of Natural History. And we're on Central Park West. Half-Life 3 always a possibility? Yeah, 1440p buffers on your end. It's usually a local issue. If it was on my end, you'd see buffers at all resolutions. Dustin Jackson with a $5 super chat. Thanks for the morning walk. Central Park looking good. It is. A little frozen. It's still good. And thank you for your support. Dustin Jackson. Appreciate it. Oh man, Bear in the Guard. I think I'm more confused than I was before. Average is usually defined as mean or arithmetic. Arithmetic mean. Arithmetic. I know the word is arithmetic, but In this case, would you say arithmetic mean? Because it kind of sounds weird to say arithmetic mean. All right. Mean is just a method of describing the average of a sample. Oh boy. It doesn't sound like they're synonymous, but it also sounds like they're synonymous. Why you should live here? Well, I'm not really here to convince people to live here, but I am here to help show the city in a way that's not painted in any other way than you just see it. You know, all the pre-recorded stuff, the long-form videos that show the state of the city and how it's fallen apart. It's not necessarily reality. I'm not saying there's not real problems. But I'm saying there's not a tent city or SWAT team on every corner, and not every Walgreens looks like it has 300 people running into it to raid it, as some of those AI thumbnails will lead you to believe. Their windows are all surprisingly unblinded. Val Koch in Copenhagen. Hello, welcome on Twitch. Fushi, good morning. Percolator wants to try bagels and pizza. I think that's all valid. Narelle gifted 5 membership. I missed it. Also, Val Koch, thanks for the follow. Missed the gifting of the memberships by Narelle. Narelle's Lottery. Welcome, GJM Rocker, Jack NZ, MT, Minty Cactus, Kiki Soaps. Thanks, Narelle, for the support of the channel. Volvo. Where's Gert? Dustin was lucky enough to come to New York City last March and had a great time. Nice. Now, I always ask what your favorite part was, but I also try to ask what the least favorite part was, just to see. Dave loves statistics. Sometimes I do. I think I like to learn about statistics of things, but I don't like to calculate them myself. Tucker wants to live in New York or Canada. Up to you. That's right, David. Just is what it is. You know, I'm not. I mean, even doing live videos, you could paint a certain picture too. Like it's not impossible to do, but you know. Oh yeah. Oh wait. It happened. Okay, hold on. I have to do this. Hold on. Okay, how do I do this? I have to go because it just happened again. And what's his name? Rational IRL is the guy who made the BellaBox software, and he's helping me troubleshoot why the Ethernet connection is disconnected. So I have to see if I can connect to that router. Looks like I can. I see it there. Is that my correct Wi-Fi? Let's see. It says I'm connected. Oh, no, there it is. I'm connected. Yep, I am connected. Oh, and he wants to see if I can make it to the BellaBox. 192.168.1.78. Yeah, it goes through. Let me do that and also save a log. Oh, I have to stop. Okay, I gotta stop the encoder for a second. I want to save this log before anything else happens. So it's gonna go to the BRB screen for a moment. Please don't go anywhere. I'll be back in like a minute or less. Okay. Did you hear it? Recent. Oh no, where is it? Where are the files on the phone? Email attachments? Oh, my files? No, I don't want it from that. I want it from the device. Here it is. What? Browse? Edge? Downloads? Hey, where did it go? Wait, where did all my files go? Hold on a second. Alright, let me try this one then. Ah, there it is. Hey, but it didn't, Okay, let me try something else. I want to reconnect to a different, 10.42.0.1, okay. 10, okay. Alright, I'm gonna stop the thing again for a second and try to download this log. Okay, I think that's a little better, right? Alright, that'll do it, hopefully. Sorry. Okay. How was the music? Okay. What have I missed? I feel like I missed things. My oh my. Undertaker, thank you. Sorry I went away again a couple of times, but how was the music? Allie's here. It ended up being longer after I went away again. Sorry. sometimes being live is also being a test. I know every test stream, every stream is a test stream, even if it doesn't say the word test in it. I'm always looking at stuff behind the scenes. I'm looking at the bit rates of everything. I'm tracking. I'm going to look at the power of all the devices after the stream just to see if everything's staying charged. Because if it can't stay charged during a 2-hour stream, it can't stay charged during a 6-hour stream. If a trickle down charge goes on for too long, we lose things, and we don't want to do that. I'm not going to be late. It's kind of up to me a little bit, which is nice to have that freedom, but yeah. The Penske Files. Piece of cake moving, another one. Sponsor me. Sponsor me, piece of cake moving. Eileen Everin, Adam, good morning on Twitch. Andre is back. Says everything's good. What do I like? I like everything. The music was hot. Oh boy. I wish I knew they were going to do a Severance thing. I like the show Severance. It was a good show. I'm excited for the next season. I don't suck. Tannenbaum, Germany, hello. It does help, Paul, somehow. Fry's Chatter, good morning. Norel saying our viewer and like ratio incorrect. Needs to be improved. Jen Clouds, good morning. Dog's not happy with me. We did talk about piece of cake before. We did. I need them. Origin story. Thanks to the membership. Origin story supporting us. Okay, do I cross right? Yes, I do. Yeah. It all ends up being pretty similar, Sherry. There's a lot of birds. And by extension, a lot of poop. And Quentin, oh, I missed Quentin's membership with 11 months. Thank you, Quentin, for your extended support as well. Appreciate that. Rolling in Amsterdam, we gotta get to Broadway. What fee is this? Pay the $1.50 congestion fee, get a $1.50 ride credit? What does that mean? Uber is passing $1.50, or Lyft is passing $1.50 of the congestion price onto the passenger? How does it work? It's not too bad, Sherry. It does get a little frustrating if it's raining the whole time, but you manage. If I'm very hungry, though, sometimes I just take the train. Uh-oh, there's nobody in that car. And the other van can't get through. Yep, nobody's even. No, he's just not moving it. He's taking his time too. The driver's just slowly meandering to the seats, to the car. Jean-Jacques, thanks for the membership. Appreciate that as well. Welcome to the family. Whenever I say it, that never sounds right. Wow, this is a very bright bakery and coffee shop. They love people more than laptops. That's what their sign says. That's a very bright City MD too. Usually it has more stuff in the windows blocking the view. I mean, you usually don't want to look inside. I also think that people in there don't necessarily want to be on display that they're in the City MD for some sort of health reason. Anyway. It was okay. Or is everyone probably staying at home? It's cold. Ron wants us to get closer to the 51,000 mark. Subscribers. Which way is that? No, we're okay. The way we do that is by subscribing. I'm truly self-sufficient now. I mean, if I had the Starlink with me, that would be even more self-sufficient. I guess it would be hard inside, but I do have I have hotspots too, so we're good on that. Let's cross. This building has balconies, but I'm looking at them and I'm asking why. They're like a foot out, a foot and a half. Oh, there's no parking signs here. I wonder what they're going to be filming. I guess we're going to check what they're going to be filming. Let's see. Oh, it's Law and Order. Oof. A strong exhaust smell there. I bet he's gonna do it. Oh, he didn't do it. I was sure that white van was gonna come across because there's no cars for a while. Well, it's supposed to, but yeah. Looks like I was wrong. Okay, what else am I missing? Probably everything. Yeah, I guess that show ended, right, Allie? Equinox, fancy. Petco, not very fancy. Hey, people are going snowboarding today? Looks like they're like ready to get right on the ski lift and just go down when they get there. We're overdue for a Flash Gordon rant. We kind of did it earlier. Kinda. AI thumbnails and all that fun stuff. Or not so much fun. Misleading. I wonder if he checks that little box. Nowadays, when you post a YouTube video, it says, does your video or any of the content there have any sort of AI generated component? And in good faith, you're supposed to say yes or no. I'm sure he does not. Check the yes box. Because it applies to any part of the video. It's not just the video itself, but I think a thumbnail. Maybe, the description, I don't know if that says. Probably not so much the description. Happy-go-lucky, Mrs. Mattress Firm. They're nothing to us. Nothing! I guess we can go back there one day just to remind ourselves of how much better we are than Mattress Firm. I don't know, Chris. I don't know that he is. If he does, he doesn't really talk about that anymore in the videos. But I don't know if he still runs the business that he had. Yeah, Asmongold is usually pretty pragmatic, but I don't think he did further research on the interpretation of New York as presented by Flash Gordon. I don't think. Because he didn't look at it as critically as he looks at other content. Anyway. I guess my video does have AI generated pigeons. See, I don't know. Like, I think there's a limit for it. I guess when you start setting those kinds of parameters to things, it gets a little muddy. But I mean, you could obviously tell my pigeons are generated, right? I don't know. I guess technically I should be checking that mark too. Maybe. Okay, we made it. I'm not getting run over. Jay Foss, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I had a call trace error on my unraid server last night. It doesn't seem to have broken anything, but I don't know what caused it. That's right, Ron. He does. I forgot about our chain link fence problems. I remember that too. That was such an interesting issue where fences affected how our service was. We are, BA, we are. No, it seemed to be linked to a CPU core. It seemed. But yeah, the information I found was rather inconclusive. Some people said a specific error like that caused their system to freeze. Others said it happens every once in a while but never seems to cause anything. So I don't know. Is the music AI generated? No. That is all me. From 20 some odd years ago. Some of it you could tell is newer. It's a little bit more refined. Because at some point I actually started to try to make it sound less electronic. Because one of the things that makes music that you click things into sound so robotic is the lack of variety in how each note is attacked. You know, all the notes are the same volume, the same timing. So if you want to make things sound more natural, You actually have to like go into each thing you click in and make micro adjustments to the volume, to the timing. So if you play a chord, not every one of those notes is going to be struck at the exact same time. It's just not possible. It could sound very close, but when it is all like that in an electronic piece, it's just, you could tell. Oh man, that was sad but also dramatic. Ooh, that bus had some extra exhaust. Anyway, so I started making those adjustments in my music later on. You like the one, "In This World I Am God"? Yeah, I didn't make any adjustments in that one. I should have listened, Margie. I should have listened. Whew. I'm on time. I guess they're going to be late now that they missed their bus. Finally, a place where they can refill their oil right here. Usually that thing is like right in front of the building, so they got to drag that hose and set up all these warning signs, "Do not trip." But that's like the most convenient location of it so far. Minus it blocking a bus stop, it looks like, but can't win them all. What happened to the Central Park mulching? Did anybody go to that event? Somebody mentioned it in the stream before. Does this look much emptier right now? Did they take down a scaffolding here or something somewhere? I don't know. Yeah, most of the time in New York, once the bus doors close, they're not reopening. I've seen so many scenarios where the bus stop is right next to the red light, and if they close that door and pull up an inch, it's not opening. Every once in a while, the bus driver will be nice. But I have seen so many times where the person is just standing there while the bus is at a red light, just 2 inches in front of the bus stop, and just refuses to open the door. Just doesn't even look at them. Just the person is banging on the door. The bus driver's just there looking straight ahead. I'm sure others have seen that too. Quinoa oil will power the future. You had a bizarre dream you're on a bus and tried to open the doors. I've seen, now that they've changed the doors, they moved away from pressing the tape to open the doors in the back, and it's just like a touch to open, and I've seen enough where that failed. And once somebody had to run to the front of the bus, and the guy already like left the stop because the doors weren't opening for them. Oh, you missed the bus and the driver waved to you, but then another one came. But they're pretty known for over there for having quite on-time service, right? In general. I guess buses are harder to control than trains. Andy knows what I'm talking about. Oh, Oh, some patches of ice here. Be a little careful. Happy-go-lucky, thanks for popping in. I have to get my regular Anime NYC tickets, but I guess you guys don't usually go to that one. Though it is getting bigger and bigger every year, it seems. They got big enough to deny me my pro badge after they approved me for like the last 4 years. They said I could try for an influencer badge, but then that doesn't come out until after the general sale, which happens tomorrow, I think. And then, like if I miss out on tomorrow's sale, what if the day that I need goes out of stock, and then I also get denied the influencer badge, then I'm screwed. So I guess I have to go to buy a ticket tomorrow or try to buy one. I just need Friday. Yeah, Matt Shaw, we like walked right by there earlier. That's why I was digging around my backpack actually for quite a while. All right, let's freeze my butt on this bench. At least it's not metal. Whew. 72 Neo, good morning. Johnny Wilkers, good morning. Well, it's cold outside, so the sniffles are going to be sniffly. There's a launch today. Is it a SpaceX launch or? It's 24 now. -4 Celsius for those using the correct temperature measurements. Although, is Kelvin the most correct out of all temperature measurements? Bear in the garden? Because if Kelvin is where 0 is absolute 0, doesn't that make the most sense? So should we switch to measuring everything in Kelvin? This is all salt, by the way, in front of me. It's a SpaceX launch. Usually Swanky Lex or Sean likes to watch that stuff. Mark P, have a good day at work. Northern Tame, it is cold. Leonard Smith over on Twitch now, have a good day. Norway, thanks for the follow on Twitch. A lot of Bear in the Garden's calculations done in Kelvin, see? So is Kelvin the correct one? Let me see if I can find someone to raid. Unless anyone has any raid targets. 24 Fahrenheit is 268.706 Kelvin. Nice. Thanks for the to it not calculation. Sky high, dude. Yeah, we'd have to reestablish our our understanding of temperatures if we were to do that. It's not 20C, it's 293.15 K. Yeah, it's probably not very practical, but it is what it is. Romero, hello. But if we just reestablish our scales, we can get used to it. Oh man, it's 200 degrees out, but at least it isn't. Actually, can you say degrees or do you have to say Kelvin? It's not degrees Kelvin, is it? Is it just Kelvin? I don't know. Oh man, it's 200 out, but at least it's not absolute 0. What's boiling water in Kelvin? Ay, ay, ay. Let's see, create our dashboard, stream manager, raid channel. We could send it over to Niku in Sweden. Let's do that. Oh, Barry Oi? Okay, I'll switch it over. I like to listen to Angvid's suggestions because you help rotate things around. In Scotland, got it. Anyway. Just Kelvin. Yeah, see? Just Kelvin is not degrees Kelvin. It's just Kelvin. I thought I remember something like that. 273.15 is Kelvin is freezing. 330.15 is boiling. Ah, you see? On that poor guy. Nah. We will send our love today to Barry Oy. Okay. My hand is going to get cold without a glove, so let me get things talking faster. Actually, I'm just going to put my glove back on. It's not worth it. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining today. Hopefully you enjoyed the walk through a pretty chilly city. I guess it's going to get colder. Monday is going to be nice and cold. At least we're not walking over any bridges Monday morning. I think I am going to do a half day or something of work, so I'm going to do something. But yeah. Again, thanks folks for joining today. I appreciate your support. Bert Bacharach gave us some Kelvin values as well. Thank you for that on Twitch. We're switching to Kelvin now. I'm going to see if I can change Nightbot's reported temperatures to Kelvin. Like, why should it say Fahrenheit and Celsius? It should also say Kelvin. I don't know if there's a way to do it, but I'll find out. Probably not. It probably didn't go that far. I hope Nova Rain's going to be in Massachusetts soon. Anyway, thanks again for joining. Appreciate your support. Thanks for the Super Chat, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon, memberships. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, non-subscribers. Thank you, too. But if you're not subscribed and listening, do think about subscribing. It helps us out. But it helps the genre out in general. I don't know what to do about those channels that just mislead by posting pre-recorded content and marking it as live. And then it goes on for like 12 hours. It's in 4K. You can see where it loops. Like, you could do 4K content streaming. It's not going to look perfect all the time because there's going to be blips in service where it can't handle 4K. Anyway. It's the time of day and the looping that really gets you. And also that they disable live chat and comments. Anyway, yes, thanks again, everyone. Thanks for the follows on Twitch. Welcome new followers. Welcome back existing followers. Subscribers, thank you. Again, a subscriber on Twitch is equivalent to a member on YouTube, so thank you for the premium support. And thanks for your thumbs on YouTube, and thanks to the mods everywhere. I don't know if he'll be around later, and yeah, support Norel's kid Maddie in a global K-pop group going to Korea to perform and compete, I guess. Kizu, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know if I'll see what happens later on. I don't know if we'll be able to get out later, but if we do, maybe I'll see you later. If not, Friday morning's our next commute. We'll have a couple of bridges. So stay tuned for these things. Stay warm if it's cold. Stay cool if it's hot. Stay dry if it's wet. Stay wet if it's dry. Oh, hold on a second. Now we got to think about that. So you say all these things, but when it's like really dry outside, when there's low humidity, nobody says stay wet. Nobody says stay wet. Let's start saying that. Stay wet, everybody. That's gonna be my new sign out. All right, that it is. So yeah, have a great rest of Wednesday and Thursday. If I don't see you, stay wet, everybody. Yeah, I mean, yeah, West Coast for sure. That's a legit one. True, Ambrose. Anyway, see you soon, hopefully. Till next time.